Khol coming back to you with part 2 of buying a house. Homeowners, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody that congratulated us on our new home. This is something that we really are like, damn, we did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, buying a home is a different feeling that I've ever really experienced. Like, at the age of 24, I was gifted a house. I'm very appreciative of that house, but it's like a gift. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, thank you. You didn't put in the legwork to find a realtor. You didn't put in the legwork to look at thousands of houses. You really didn't do that. So that's different. It's different than driving off the car lot with your car. It's different than getting approved to, you know, rent a spot. It's a real different feeling. Like, it's like, damn, we did that shit. Like, it's a different type of feeling, I guess, in adulthood. I don't know, like, it was real different. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. I said I was going to drop this video when I got to 1,000 views. I'm here, and I just want to talk to y'all about things that we wish we would have known. Maybe that'll help you guys out along the way if you're looking to purchase a home or whatever. We are veterans, so we did use our VA home loan or whatever. Things like your research, your realtors, like your builders, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna talk a little bit, maybe not a lot, but a little bit, because I just really feel like this will help somebody else. And then at the end, y'all will see my nice, beautiful home or whatever. I'm going to give y'all an empty tour. And so, yeah, let's get right into it. So, first things first. As I mentioned, we are veterans, so we used our VA home loan. So, we thought that we're going to use a VA loan. The loan comes from the VA. And no, wrong. The VA loan is a type of loan. You have your first time home buyer's loan and is other home buying loan things out there. All I know is, because I'm a first time home buyer, all I know is the VA home loan and whatever. All I'm gonna use is my VA home loan because I ain't served them years for no reason. Anyways, so that was first things first or whatever. And when I say that is so you don't have to, I say that you don't have to call the VA per se. I don't want to say we called the VA, but we Googled VA home loan and a bank popped up. The interest rate was high as fuck with that person or whatever. So we're in the process of buying a home. Whatever builder you choose to go with will have preferred lenders, and I just say use that preferred lender because sometimes they have great incentives and great interest rates for you guys or whatever. And that's what we did when we, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? When we learned that it's just better not to, you know, go with anybody else. Just go with a preferred lender or whatever because it's a lot of great things within that. Buying a house, it's very important for you to know your area. It's very important for you to know your history behind the builders or whatever that's in your specific area that you're in. Like, for instance, me, I'm in El Paso. Saratoga Homes billboards are posted everywhere, like everywhere. Tropicana homes are posted everywhere. Tropicana, we actually stayed in a Tropicana home when we were in Hawaii. Trash. What else? Casas de Leon, all of those type of houses or whatever. There's like, I say 5 top builders that I would recommend, which is Palo Verde. I'm probably not pronouncing these words right, but Google will correct you. Palo Verde, the builder that we went with was Classic American. Edwards Home is really good. Bella Diamond Homes. Those are my top 5 builders in El Paso that I would recommend. Oh yeah, and Zia. Zia or Kia? I be getting them two mixed up. It's either Zia or Kia. Oh my god, Zia, Kia, whoever has showers that fall, like, oh my god, from the ceiling. Like, it was so bomb, but out of my price range. Like, no, maybe my forever home, but this is the starter home for me. Why I say get into the history of knowing your builders is because we almost got wrapped up into a lot of bullshit homes, just to keep it 100. Like, a lot of bullshit homes. Our first time seeing a house and actually starting out with Saratoga. They built a lot of houses in El Paso. When we first got to El Paso, we rented a Saratoga home. We had a whole bush growing into our house, and I was just like, I don't want another Saratoga home. We stayed in a Saratoga home, so I was just like, but it seems as if, like, anything that we told our realtor, that she was always showing us a Saratoga home, and I was just like, no, like, we have to sit down with her and be like, no more Saratoga homes. Like, I don't know, like, find another builder, whatever. I don't want to see no more Saratoga homes because they all look the same, and they just wasn't really big in space. Like, no. The next home that we went and saw was a Casas de Leon. We almost got into some bullshit with them. So, later on down the line, I learned that Casas de Leon and Saratoga are brothers. What you think? I had a bush growing in my house that I was renting, and then the house that we was about to close on. What the frame? You know how, like, the frame has to meet like this, right? It was like this, bruh. If the wind would have blew too hard, because they do have sandstorms in Hawaii. They do have sandstorms in Texas, El Paso, Texas. Our house would have been on top of us. They couldn't. So much stuff was wrong with that house, and we were supposed to close on the house in February. Like, I'm so glad that we didn't. But only reason why we did almost close on that house is because when we first started looking for houses, I went into a Casas de Leon house, and it was so quiet. It was so quiet to the point where you couldn't even tell that somebody pulled up. You couldn't hear cars going down the streets. You couldn't hear kids outside playing. And I loved that. I loved the layout of the house. I loved everything about the house. But he was just like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And he was so picky throughout this whole process. Oh my God. So picky. I'm so glad it's over. And I loved that house, but he hated it. And so we kept bouncing around trying to figure out a house that was within our budget or whatever, and we had to stretch our budget a little bit further than what we wanted to go or whatever, because we kept literally getting bullshit. And we didn't want to buy any houses that were it's not that we didn't want to buy, we weren't against it. It was, we didn't find anything that was to our liking, if that makes sense. So with the Casas de Leon house that we almost got wrapped up into, we were so fed up with the process, we was just like, forget it, like, F it, we're about to how may I help you? I was going to move. Oh, I'm not sure you live. Oh, we was like, forget it. Like, we took like maybe 2 weeks off for buying a house because, like I said, this process is so stressful. Like, it's so stressful. And we was just like, you know what? F it. Let's just build a home. But then we was trying to beat leases because my lease ended in April. April 30th, I had to be out of my apartment. And he has to be out of his apartment, I think, end of June. He has to be out of his apartment. So we was trying to beat leases, but not break leases. And just not spend extra money there on top of what we was going to already have to spend. So that was another thing when we was just like, we didn't want to build, but we kind of had to or whatever. So our realtor came across Classic American. We went back to the drawing board. Like I said, after the Casas de Leon situation, we went and we just erased everything. We went on Google and we just Googled the top builders in El Paso. And I think I named them earlier. And so we was just like, Classic American, they're a little high, but they're still within budget, some of the houses. So we was like, yo, classic American, Palos, and classic American, Palos, and I want to say Edwards. I want to say we shot our realtor those three. And we started out with Classic American. And the house that she took us to was way too far out, El Paso. But if you get stationed here or whatever, and you start talking to people that has been stationed here, they'll be like, yo, stay in Horizon City. Horizon City, depending on what part of Horizon City, is very far from Post or whatever. So we was just like, not too, no. But then he was just like, yo, like, there's this other house that is in the frame. You still can pick your colors. You still can do that or whatever. Let's see if you guys are like that. So we was just like, okay, whatever. Like, show us. At this point, it was just like, dang, like, I'm about to be homeless at the end of April. Well, not homeless. I have a dog. And my dog is my dog, not his dog. So we weren't on each other's leases. So I couldn't just move into his place until everything. Well, I could have, but I don't like his realtor like that. Like, she just. So I don't want to give her more problems than what she feel like I already have given her. It's a long story. Maybe for a story time. So, I was just like, ugh. So they said that the possible build time for this home, we went to see this exact house, and it was just in wood. Like, it was just in 2x4s. That's it. And we were like, I like it, you know, because we seen a house like this or whatever, and we like the layout of it. So I was just like, we like it. So they was like, the build time for it, it'll probably be end of like April, early May. And just when I was just like, my lease ends April. Like, what I'm gonna do, you know? I just didn't want to move twice or 3 times. Like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to move, you know, out of my apartment into his apartment, put some stuff in storage, and then we find a house and move. I just wanted to move, you know, out of the apartment into the house. So it was kind of like I was trying to be strategic, I guess, with it, and it worked out. It worked out. So it's very important for you to do your research. Once you do your research on your top builders or whatever, and you have your budget set in stone, and even with a budget set in stone, give yourself stretching room. So if you go look at a house and you say, my budget is $170K, give yourself a little stretch room to go up to 180 just in case. But don't mention that to your realtor or whatever. Just, you know, be like, 170, whatever. What can you find me in this range or whatever? And then go from there or whatever. And then that'll just cut down the process of seeing bullshit, getting into bullshit, and spending unnecessary money, because you have to put money into it before you even get it. So another thing that I would say would be, when you first, you know, contact a realtor, or a realtor contacts you with the VA loan, they appoint you a realtor. They give you one that types up the contract, all of that or whatever, so you don't have to hire a lawyer. And do all of that extra stuff or whatever that, I don't want to say regular people, but everybody else have to do. Just when you get that realtor, just tell her or him, hey, I don't want nobody that's gonna be a yes man. What are your recommendations when buying a house? Those are things that I wish I would have done with my realtor, because I felt like at first my realtor was just going with the flow. We would tell her, oh, we want separate shower and tub. We need a big closet. We need this. And she would try to find us those things, but she would try to find us those things with bullshit builders. And I was just like, Tori, no. Like, I wish y'all could have seen. Like, I should have vlogged that part of all the bullshit houses that we have seen. Another thing that I wish we would have did was started looking earlier. Like, ours was spur of the moment. Like, it was just one moment. It was his idea or whatever. It wasn't my idea. Well, I mean, we want to buy a house, but it was like his idea. Like, he woke up, I want to buy a house. Here? Yeah. Me? But okay, I guess. Let's do it. And then I was like, we might as well. Collectively, we're paying like $2,000 in rent, so might as well. So we did. So, just, you know, like my friend, she started looking for a house, and they're not planning to buy until like next year, end of next year, and they started early this year, or whatever. So, you know, just plan it. Don't be spurred a moment, because it puts a lot of pressure on you, and buying a house already is like a whole lot of pressure. So just start early if you can, or you could be spurred a moment and stressed out, growing gray hair, losing sleep. You could do all of that too, but I just don't recommend it. What's another thing? Oh, and while you're in the process of, you know, looking or whatever, because you know you're gonna buy this home, I would just start buying pieces that I know I want in my house. And that's what I did. Like, we was like, we want another TV. We bought a 75-inch TV. We was like, we want this type of decoration. So we would go and we would just pick out stuff or whatever, so it don't all hit your pockets at once. We wanted a new bed frame. You know, we got that or whatever. So it's like, now that we're in the house and we still have a few more things to get or whatever, like it's all coming together how we want it to, without it putting a dent in our pockets or whatever. So I think that's about it that I wanted to tell you guys or whatever. So let's get into the process of the house building, how it was coming along and all of that stuff. So the next part will just be me showing you pictures of the house, how it's coming along, and all of that. So as I said, when we first started looking at this house, it was in 2x4s. We come back a week and a half later, and this is what we see. We are like, wow, this house is coming along fast, very fast. Here's the house, not the house, here's the bedroom, master bathroom, sorry, separate tub and shower. The master bedroom is kind of big. It's a pretty nice size. Our backyard is huge. We went back like 3 days later, and the tile's in the bathroom. The door is up, the tile on the floor. Like, this house was coming along fast. It was painted already. The stucco was up. Like, we were like, okay, this house will be done by the end of April. And we were very pleased with everything, with the time. We didn't have any like stress worries about, is it going to be finished in time before my lease was up. Like, it went along like pretty fast. Here are little pictures of the progress that you guys can see. And so we're about to get into the tour of the house, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So this is the front of the house, my little bushes that gotta grow. The front door up there, the garage. The wash and dry area. Little mini bathroom. Multiple gaps in the stairs. Was there anything else that we needed to have checked? Just that.
I think that's it. I don't think we didn't have a lot of stuff.
Just look, just look, just look. Bedroom. Talking business. Stairs. It's so beautiful, guys. And then you go up the stairs. Loft area. This orange tape that you all might see, like this was like our first walkthrough of the house completed. Noah's bathroom. But that's like the it's not complete. Like, they gotta do like little touch-up stuff. He has his own thermostat up here. This is one of the bedrooms. And then another bedroom. That's it. That's a tour of the first walkthrough. Like, you still see like those little orange dots. It's not really complete.
Get your life.